Here is a video on YouTube from National Geographic's, which is a mainstream platform that picked up and investigated the flat earth thing. They are talking to the community of the flat earthers and its leader. This will be one of the video sources that I will use to prove certain points that I say about flat earthers and what the movement / belief is really all about and why they would want you to believe it. Now here's the first clip. This young lady is speaking more from a creation, like a greater purpose, type of perspective, which not all flat earthers believe that. They do believe that something created it, but they don't necessarily believe a creator, a God created it. Or let's just say the leader doesn't believe that.
So what's happening here today? Why are you here?
This matters to me. Flat Earth shows you that you are not a mistake and you were created, and so you have meaning and you matter to the world. We're not monkeys floating through space on a ball as an accident.
A recent survey of Americans found that 2% believe the Earth is flat. For the U.S. population as a whole, that works out to be over 6.5 million people.
Now, you saw the UN t-shirt that he was wearing and the Flat Earth logo on it. The UN, aka the United Nations, actually owns NASA. The UN is about policing the whole world and creating a new world order out of that. NASA is a lie in the sense of them claiming to be a space exploration program, meaning they're exploring space. They are a space military defense program. It's that simple and it's just that clear. You see this building in the background as I'm talking? Doesn't it look familiar? It looks a lot like the Tower of Babel, doesn't it? The Tower of Babel represents the New World Order, the first time that we came together in ancient times and spoke one language. This building is under the EU, which is under the United Nations.
So I want to try to find Mark Sargent, who's one of the leaders of the Flat Earth community.
Nice to see you, man. We met at Pasadena.
Mark used to design video games and run software trainings.
Now, what she just said, don't let that skip or escape or pass your mind. Remember that. Software simulations, video game designer. That's going to come in handy in the future. I'm going to break that down.
Now, he devotes himself full-time to promoting the flat Earth.
Absolutely.
Hi.
Hi.
I see with all the attention that you must be Mark Sargent.
I am Mark Sargent.
Thanks for meeting us here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Listen very closely to the question she's about to ask him, and importantly, what his answer is.
So tell me, what is this movement all about?
This movement is about changing the world, literally.
He acknowledges it as a movement, but notice he said, changing the world.
You think for the longest time that you live here. But what if it wasn't this? What if this was just the illusion? A giant planetarium, which means it was built by somebody. Someone bigger than us, someone better than us.
Do you think it was a god?
Not my place to say.
Now, clearly he doesn't see it from the creation perspective like the woman in the video earlier on, but he does believe that somebody did create it. And as you go further along in this video, you're going to find out who that is.
So you don't believe that people traveled in space?
No. Oh, it's much worse than you know.
Okay.
Meaning the only reason NASA was founded in 1958 was to keep this thing under wraps as best they could.
Why? Why?
Think of the shock waves. If all of a sudden you're telling a civilization that this model, this isn't it anymore, flat Earth is the last conspiracy anyone ever looks at.
Here he is as the leader of the flat Earth community, and he is acknowledging that it is a conspiracy.
Mark, do you really believe this stuff? Tell me the truth. I'm serious.
I absolutely 100% believe we are not on a globe. We are part of a giant studio set. All the world's a stage, and you're on it.
Now there it is right there. You just heard it from the leader of the Flat Earth movement himself, that he believes that the Earth is fake, it's artificial, it's man-made, it's a studio, it's a set, it's a stage. that we are all on. And now he's going to go into who he believes who created it.
I still don't understand that. Like, who's gaining from all this, from this large conspiracy?
The highest authority, higher than presidents, the super rich, people that are behind the scenes. Remember, the first rule of power is stay hidden.
So he's telling you who's in control of this studio, and that it is the powers that be, the 13 families, the ruling class, the elites, the Illuminati bloodlines, which are much higher than presidents and all of that. Now, it's probably one person within that whole ruling class of families that's behind the curtain, so to speak. Just like the Wizard of Oz movie, there was a godlike figure that was behind the curtain, but it was just a frail old man. That's what he basically believed.
I think that the Flat Earth could potentially usher in a new golden age, or it could usher in an age of chaos.
Look at the expression on this woman's face. She didn't think that it would be a chaos side to it. But I'm here to tell you that there is a dark side to it. What is that dark side, you may say? And that is that they want you to believe in nihilism. What is nihilism? Nihilism is a belief when you start to believe that reality isn't real.
Coming to you now from the largest studio ever constructed, it's The Truman Show! Yeah!
And because reality isn't real, then morals and values are not really real as well. So you don't believe in morals, values, laws, statutes, codes, guidelines. You don't believe in those things, either because you think that the elites are the Wizard of Oz is behind the curtain, so to speak, and that they created this studio, this stage, as a flat, artificial studio Earth, or you believe everything is a hologram and that everything is just virtual around you, and that people are not real and reality is not real. It's the Truman Show effect, you can say. Oddly enough, Jim Carrey, that plays this character, is a nihilist. He's involved in New Age, and he doesn't believe that reality is actually real. When the leader of the Flat Earth said that things could go into chaos, what he meant by that is the nihilism setting in. When a person basically believes that reality isn't real, morals and values isn't real, they could either go totally ballistic and just go ape and go crazy, or they fall into a very deep state of depression because they don't matter, basically. They're not real. Don't believe that Jim Carrey is a nihilist? Well, let's hear it from himself.
Like icons. Do you believe in icons? I don't believe in personalities. I don't believe that you exist, but there is a wonderful fragrance in the air.
You don't believe certain icons have the power to make change, to think differently, to be bold, to inspire others? Artistry? You're one of them.
On the good foot. Ha! Yeah. You shut it down now. Yeah, no, I don't believe in icons. I don't believe in personalities. I believe that peace lies beyond personality, beyond invention and disguise, beyond the red S that you wear on your chest that makes bullets bounce off. I believe that it's deeper than that. I believe we're a field of energy dancing for itself. And I don't care.
But Jim, you got really dressed up for the occasion. You look good.
No, I didn't.
Was that an
get dressed
accident?
up. I didn't get dressed up.
Who did?
There is no me.
There's no you.
No.
We're not here. This is a dream?
There's just things happening. And there are clusters of tetrahedrons moving around together.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's happening in our world right now? Because there is a lot of news that actually is relevant that's not that
Here's
uplifting.
the thing. It's not our world.
Now, you heard it from him. We don't exist. We don't matter. This isn't our world. Well, ask yourself this question. Whose world is it? What is he getting to by saying this?
None
That's
of
the
this is
key.
real?
Nope.
So you're just passing
We don't
through.
matter. We don't matter.
Oh, wow.
There's the good news.
Okay.
You don't matter. You don't exist. Now, how is that good news? Meanwhile, fast forward to now, there are protesters that are protesting that Black people's lives matter and that Hebrew people's lives matter. While he's telling you, you don't exist, you don't matter, you're not real. Morals and values don't exist, they're not real, they don't matter. The violent side to nihilism is when you think that reality isn't real, you're going to go on a rampage and go violently like a CJ on Grand Theft Auto. Just go down the street and just shoot a bunch of people because none of this exists anyway, right? This is the more violent, darker side of nihilism, but also that depression part is the other side of it. I'm about to play this clip, but before I do, I want to thank one of my more consistent followers for this screen recording clip that I'm about to show. Now, the powers that be do have hologram technology. They also developed this technology around the same time that HARP technology came out, and that's something that manipulates and modifies the weather. Holograms just manipulate that which is in the sky and make you see something that you're not really seeing, that's not really actually real. Also, a note that I'm going to add to this clip before I play it is this happened around the time, both clips that I'm about to show happened around the time that the fires in California happened. It's a lot of debris in the sky. When there's a lot of debris in the sky, whether it's from a fog or whether it's from a forest fire that's nearby, this creates better conditions and climate for the hologram technology to work. Personally, I believe that it is a network of satellites that simultaneously work all together to create the holograms. Also, this is the same hologram technology that they are using during the Project Bluebeam thing, so you can look that up yourself.
Why does the sun... Oh my gosh, the sun glitched. Why does the sun... Oh my gosh, the sun glitched. Why does the sun... Oh my gosh, the sun glitched.
Alright, so there we go, two suns. Alright, so there we go, two suns. Alright, so there we go, two suns.
Now the first clip is the sun glitching, and then the second clip is two suns in the sky. Now, we know that the real sun doesn't glitch. So one of the other suns with the two suns in the sky must not be real. The same way that you're finding out that the powers that be have weather manipulation modification technologies that the Most High allowed them to have and to use against the wicked, the Most High also gave them the capability and the technology to create these strong illusions in the heavens so that the people that are deceived will remain deceived and continue in their being deceived. How do you think they're going to fake the second coming of Christ? They have to have some type of technologies on their side that would create a strong delusion in the sky as a sign, as a wonder to have the people to believe. I was planning on doing the scripture breakdown in this particular video, but as you can see, it's pretty long. So I'm going to make the scripture breakdown in the fourth video that I'm going to make. I'm going to further break down how this doctrine is created through the UN or the United Nations, or rather the Jesuits amongst the United Nations members that's trying to create a new world order, and how getting you to believe in a flat, man-made earth automatically cuts your inheritance off from the new heaven, the new earth, and the new Jerusalem. Some people might think that I'm reaching, but I'm going to tell you this. It does go that deep, and it is that serious, and I'm going to break it down in the next video.